Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
20. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's 180.
Check. Watch 54.
I'm not ready. Up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Watch the ball. Run.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Good. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Easy. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On third down, here's Hunt. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you said.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check 50, check 50.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
This is Carson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Hey, alert. We own them.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch twist.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, alert.
On second down now, it's Carson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Friday.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
3, 218, chopper. Watch.
On first down, Hunt. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
King.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, alert!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And the Seahawks first down.
Green 80.
44, come on. Let's go, tackle.
Alert.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 65 yards on the ground. They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Hey, turn it up.
They run again with Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
25.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Wilson on first down. Completes it to Dixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Hunt, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Real.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Watch the curve.
Touch 50, touch 50.
52.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Kill. Alert flare. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to almost certainly win the football game.